Hi there, Linda from Let's Talk Prepping. And I thought today we should look at shrinkflation because inflation's bad, but shrinkflation's worse. And sometimes we go to the store and we pick up a product and we don't notice that it's 2 ounces less for the same price or 5 fewer items in the package for the same price. So this is the Washington Times, and they're talking about shrinkflation. And as we look at this article here, check out cereal boxes in recent times. What used to pass for a regular size is now being billed as family size and sold at the heftier family size price. This isn't imagination, and it's hardly just cereal. How companies are hiding inflation without charging you more. Doritos has replaced its 9.75-ounce bag with a 9.25-ounce version. Now, you know you're not even going to notice that unless you're a person who actually looked all the time to see how many ounces you have. And that's roughly 5 chips less for the same price. The Wheat Thins family size box is now 14 ounces, but the price is the same as when it was 16 ounces. That's roughly 28 crackers. That's quite a few crackers there. One of Crest toothpaste products has downsized from 4.1 ounces to 3.8 ounces, but it's still priced at the 4.1 ounce price. Bounty paper towels has dropped from 165 sheets to 147. And you're not even going to notice that when you go to the store, unless you, for some reason, had noticed how many sheets of Bounty paper towels there were. And the other thing that's going to happen is you go and you say, oh, I'm going to buy Bounty because they haven't raised the price and the other brand has raised the price, but the other brand kept the 165 sheets and you don't even notice that. Gatorade cut its 32-ounce bottle to 28 ounces. Gain laundry detergent reduced its bottle size from 165 ounces to 154. Charmin cut one of its toilet paper products from 264 double-ply sheets per roll to 244. And Cottonelle did the same thing. They went from 340 down to 312. So candy bars have shrunk. McDonald's food portions have shrunk. But prices to consumers, they've not shrunk. Between inflation, gas prices are regularly hitting $5 per gallon and higher, and shrinkflation, the middle class in America is being swallowed, chewed, swallowed, and spit out, in fact. At least inflation is out in the open. Shrinkflation is a hidden inflationary cost. Because who, after all, compares product weights? Who even noticed that Hershey Kisses, for instance, now comes in an oddly sized package of 17.9 ounces, or that so-called pound of bacon is actually now only 12 ounces. And I can remember we would always go to the store and get a half gallon of ice cream, but it still looks like a half gallon, but I think it's down to like 58 ounces or something now. And we always used to get a pound of coffee. Coffee's down to 12 ounces, nowhere near a pound anymore. So what to do? How to fight? For one thing, the Motley Fool wrote, pay closer attention to the everyday items you buy. While inflation may peter out, they say, shrinkflation probably isn't going anywhere, so pay close attention. Demand companies stop the deception. And here's an article from Wallet Genius. Same price, less product. 12 examples of shrinkflation. And here are your 12 examples. Charmin toilet paper, we mentioned that. Chobani Flip yogurt. You used to get 5.3 ounces. Now you're only getting 4.5. That's a 15% decrease. You know, unless you do some math, you don't even think of that. 15%. Tillamook ice cream. Ice cream went from 56 ounces to 48, but when we had a half gallon, that was 64 ounces. I guess I'm dating myself by saying a half a gallon. Nestle's Azira instant coffee. It went from 100 grams to 90 grams. And if the company recommends 10 grams per serving, that's going to be 1 cup less in the can. Keebler's Chips Deluxe with M&M cookies. They used to be 11.3 ounces of cookies. Now it's 9.75. The family size went from 17.2 to 14.6 ounces. That's a decrease of 13 to 15% depending on the size you buy. Think of that. That's basically inflation, 13 to 15%. Kleenex facial tissue. A box now has 60 tissues. They used to have 65. That's a decrease of 8%, and it's more expensive than it used to be. Gatorade, this was interesting. Gatorade bottles are also smaller. The company began phasing out 32-ounce bottles in favor of 28-ounce ones. That's nearly 13% less Gatorade per bottle. However, the company says it isn't related to inflation. They say the change is an effort to make the bottles easier to hold by tapering the design in the middle. But as the source notes, that doesn't explain why 28 ounces are more expensive. So they design it a little bit differently and you don't even notice it. Milky Way bars. So a bag of Milky Way bars went from 11.24 ounces to 10.65. Gain liquid detergent, 165 ounces down to 154. Pantene Pro V Curl Perfection Conditioner from 12 ounces to 10.4. Still costs $3.99. That's a 13% decrease. Hefty trash bags. They don't contain as many as before. It's 10 fewer bags. That's quite a bit. So they used to have 90 bags, now you're down to 80. Frito Scoops chips from 18 ounces to 15.5. So we have everybody seeming to just try to do shrinkflation to try to fool us into thinking things aren't changing. Here are 5 examples. I think they're pretty much the ones we just looked at. Shrinkflation, the inflation you're not supposed to notice, expands worldwide from the Washington Times. Folgers coffee, 51 ounces to 43.5, but it still says it'll make 400 cups. They say they're using a new technology. Earth's Best Organic Sunny Day snack bars went from 8 per box down to 7, but the price remains the same. In Japan, snack maker Calbee announced a 10% weight reductions and 10% price increases for many of its products. Now, Domino's Pizza announced in January it was shrinking the size of its 10-piece chicken wings to 8 pieces for the same price, $7.99 carryout. A 1-pound package of sliced Swiss cheese you used to buy shrank to 12 ounces, but kept the $9.99 price tag. This guy says he now hunts for a block of cheese and slices it himself. Upsizing is kind of rare, so don't expect it to go back to what it was. Here's another article from 12 News. Paying more but getting less at the grocery store. Welcome to shrinkflation. And if you scroll down here, here's a list of certain things that have been changed, that have list of products that have shrunk, the original and the new size and the reduction. Sun-made raisins, I assume this is probably ounces, 22.58 ounces to 20. Dove body wash, Safeguard soap, Keebler's cookies, I guess we looked at that. Gain detergent, Quaker Oats strawberry, GM cereals. So there's a list there for you. And if we go over here to Yahoo News, 15 sneaky examples of shrinkflation that will make you look at grocery prices twice. And the only reason I'm coming here because they're all about the same. But here are some pictures. And you can see the chips deluxe, and they're circled the different number of ounces in the package. These, the different price, same price, different amount in the package. The toilet paper, the milk, half a gallon of milk, no longer a half gallon, down to 59 ounces. So here you can see wheat thins. We mentioned them before, and they even made the box smaller. They don't usually do that. The organic peppermint tea, 20 tea bags down to 16. Yogurt, and this was interesting. The canned cat food got a bit taller but lost zero point 0.7 ounces. So it looks like you're getting more, but the can is bigger, but you have fewer ounces. I just wanted to bring this to you so that you know what's going on. Now is the time to really start buying things because, as you know, we have all the supply chain problems and everything. We've got inflation with the cost of gas going up every single day, the cost of diesel fuel. Then throw in shrinkflation, and it's just a double whammy. So go out there, buy what you can, stock up now while you can, and comment if you've noticed some things that have gotten smaller, but the price is the same or the price is even a little bit more. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.